Hi, and welcome back to ITAD Insights, brought to you by ICT's Mission Reuse. I'm Lyrae Willis, a researcher and environmental scientist who's been protecting the environment for over 20 years. At ICT, I lead the research and development team, keeping ICT on the cutting edge of sustainable IT asset disposition science. In today's video, we're talking about mitigating ITAD risks. IT asset disposition can feel overwhelming. You have concerns about data security, environmental compliance, asset tracking, documentation, and liability. For large organizations with thousands of devices across multiple locations, those risks quickly multiply. But with the right strategy, you can reduce risk, protect your organization, and even recover value from retired tech. Let's start with a common misconception. Many organizations delay replacing aging tech to save money, but keeping outdated equipment creates bigger problems. As devices age, repairs and maintenance costs increase, employee productivity suffers, and downtime becomes extremely expensive. The key is finding the right balance. When assets are retired optimally, before they start costing too much or lose too much value, they can be refurbished and resold, recovering residual asset value while supporting a circular economy. But replacing technology is only part of the challenge. The real risk begins when those assets leave your organization. Without proper controls, retired devices can expose sensitive data and create compliance issues. One simple step organizations can take is performing basic in-house data wiping before assets leave the facility. While this should never replace certified data destruction, it does provide an additional layer of protection and helps improve the potential for reuse. After that, it's critical to work with an ITAD managed service provider that follows strict data destruction standards like NIST 800-88. To mitigate the risk of data breaches, data sanitization should always be verified, documented, and backed by certificates. Environmental responsibility is equally important. E-waste contains hazardous materials that can contaminate the soil, water, air, and our communities if handled improperly. That's why many states now ban or strictly regulate e-waste disposal in landfills. Choosing an ITAD provider with a zero landfill policy can reduce environmental risk and protect your organization from potential liability. Your ITAD provider should also prioritize reuse and reduce waste and environmental contamination, but also create social benefits by making technology more accessible. For equipment that truly reaches end of life, your provider should work exclusively with vetted, certified recyclers so materials are processed responsibly and remain within compliant recycling streams. The final risk is often the least costly, but the most likely to occur. That's the risk of loss or damage to tech during transportation, which sometimes happens, especially when generic movers are used who don't specialize in tech. This is easily mitigated by working with an ITAD managed service provider to ensure only tech specialists handle your equipment. Finally, throughout the entire process, documentation is essential. Every asset should be tracked by serial number, every transfer recorded, and every data-bearing device needs a certificate showing it was sanitized or responsibly recycled. A complete chain of custody helps protect your organization and provides the documentation needed for reporting, audits, and compliance. The bottom line is simple. Retire assets at the right time. Promote reuse whenever possible. Follow strict data destruction procedures. Work with ITAD managed service providers like ICT. And maintain comprehensive documentation from start to finish. By following these practices, you can protect your data, your budget, and your reputation. Thanks for watching ITAD Insights. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe for more secure, sustainable ITAD solutions. For more tips on smart ITAD strategies and copies of our original white papers, visit us at ictcompany.com/resources.